The railway was expecting a visit from the Duke of Sodor himself. He was visiting his vacation home in the town of Skarloey. Naturally, Duke was really excited. It'll be great to see the Duke. Yeah, it's always an honor to have someone like him visit the railway. Duke started to puff away. It'd only be fitting if I were to hold the Duke when he arrived. Bella, he's gone. Bella rolled out of the siding.
Thanks for keeping me hidden.
No problem.
Hey, Skarloey. What's a duke?
Oh, that's right. You're from America. The Duke is a very powerful man. Just under the Queen.
Oh, he sounds important.
He is. And since Duke is named after the title, he holds things to a higher standard.
Oh.
Sure enough, it was revealed that Duke was the one to take the Duke of Sodor to his vacation home. He was getting polished just before leaving out to do the job. This is a very important job, Nancy, so I must look my greatest.
I know, Duke. You look great.
Suddenly, Nancy dropped the rag she was using into Duke's funnel. She reached down in the funnel to try to grab it. Nancy, it's about time to take Duke out.
But wait,
You've done
sir.
enough, Nancy. This is very important. We must go. Nancy watched Duke puff out.
This isn't good.
Duke made his way with relative ease, but something started to not feel right. Duke found it harder and harder to make another puff. Another turn of his wheels felt like a chore. It soon became too much to handle, and Duke stopped between Rheneas and Skarloey. What's the matter? This is really odd. I'll go call for help. The closest available engine was Bella at Lakeside.
Duke, you say?
Yes, you are to help Duke to Skarloey Station.
Yes, sir.
Bella came up behind Duke. The American? This would never suit his grace. I'd just like to get to my vacation home. Bella was silent and just started hauling. It wasn't far, but Duke was getting more and more surprised at how smooth the ride went. They made it to the station with ease. The Duke then took the bus the rest of the way. Duke felt a little ashamed. Bella, I apologize. My actions towards you would never suit his grace. Not all Americans are like him.
Oh, Duke. Who's him?
That's a story for another day. For helping to get the Duke to his destination, Bella was awarded with a new coat of paint. Soon, she arrived at Sheds with a new look. She had swapped red for green instead. Gotta say, I'm liking the new look.
Me too. I actually think I look better green rather than red.
Finally, Bella felt like a part of the family. Duke is an old engine on the Skarloey Railway. Formerly the Mid-Sodor No. 1, he prides himself on being really useful. He is lovingly referred to by Peter Sam and Sir Handel as Grandpuff. One afternoon, Duke was pulling a usual train. When he came to the station, he saw a boy and his mother. "Mommy, look! It's an old lamp!"
Don't touch it. Probably belongs to the railway. You shouldn't touch things that's not yours.
But Mom, it looks so shiny.
Let's go. Our train is here.
And the boy and his mother climbed aboard. I've never seen that lamp before. Do we even own such a lamp? I don't think so. I suppose I should bring it and check with the thin controller. The driver grabbed the lamp and climbed back into the cab. Duke departed. Later in the afternoon, he was talking with the other engines. Duke, we were looking into the lamp. Mr. Percival never bought it, and it seems to have no label or records. It's an enigma. That's strange. Well, it's a nice lamp. Would it be too much of a bother if I were to keep it? I suppose not. So that night, they fitted the lamp on Duke's smokebox. Next morning, this is an outrage! What's going on? The water tower here seems to be broken, and I have no water to pull my train. I still have some water in my tender. I could take it for you. Sure, it's enough. I certainly hope. Duke took the train. He made good ways, but the water in his tank, unfortunately, was not enough to make it to the next station. He stopped right between Province Gate and Glenarm. Dang. Wasn't even enough to make it to the next station. Can any of the other engines help? No, none of them had as much water as you. It's not like any of the branch line engines can help. They're too far away and likely busy. I guess we'll phone for a bus. The driver got out of the cab. Suddenly. Rain? Rain! I can use the rain for my water. The driver opened Duke's water tank and waited. The tank was filled up rather fast as the downpour was quite heavy. Alright, let's start trying to gain steam again. Slowly but surely, Duke started moving again. The passengers began to cheer. The downpour was so heavy, Duke didn't even have to stop at Glenarm. He went station to station just fine with the seemingly never-ending rain. He made it to Skarloey with a proud expression. Later in the afternoon, the rain stopped. Isn't that strange? It left us almost as fast as it came. What did? The rain. It's like I've been granted good luck. Duke, where did you get that lamp? What do you mean? I have something to tell you. So something to tell me? What's wrong? Well, back during the humble beginnings of this railway, a lot of workmen told stories about a lamp and an engine who once owned it. They said it infused with the engine's soul and that he protects anyone near it.
It was a legend of the early days of the Skarloey Railway before it was even named Skarloey.
Oh dear. Don't get started with that ridiculous story, Maneas. Well, what is? The whole legend I just told you.
But Skarloey only scratched the surface.
What's the rest of the story? Well, way before Maneas and I were even built, there was an engine called Proteus. He was said to be the kindest soul there ever was. His job was simply to carry slate up and down the valley. You are a credit to this railway, Proteus. Oh, thank you, sir. It truly is no issue. We finally got our hands on some new lamps. Since your old one now died, we can resume work at night. Wonderful. A workman walks up with the crate and opens it. He pulls out the lamp. Is something wrong, Proteus? No, sir. Not at all. This lamp feels odd for some reason. One last load of slate and we can all go home. No problem. What's the matter? It's nothing. I'll miss you. Proteus puffed away. Oh, weird thing to say for someone else we sing tomorrow. never believed the tale, but Renee seems to have taken it to heart.
There's living proof right on Duke's head.
Coincidence, Aeneas. So, he had a headache right before his demise?
Yeah, they say the lamp was almost like a parasite, and inject some force of it into the engine. When the engine fell, their conscience became one.
The reason why it's allegedly so lucky now is because the conscience of the engine is in it. What a fascinating story. The day was slow, something all the engines would be grateful for. There were very few trains, and the engines mostly used the day to unwind and talk amongst each other. Bella took an extended train to Groven's Gate and decided to sit at the sheds until she was ready to go back to the branch line. When she got there, she noticed several workmen and Mr. Percival talking by the sheds.
What are they doing?
Such a slow day, there's not much need for many workers. They're taking a break like we are. How are you, Bella?
I'm good, thank you, Peter Sam.
You look nice. I mean, look at those mice. Good save. Grandpa's is back. What?
Sorry, I know I've heard you say it a million times, but the nickname Grandpuff is still a funny name to me. Where did it even come from?
Oh, I don't think we ever told anyone this story. It was a story that'd make my life pain from these impudent scallywags. Oh, you love us, Grandpuff. Doesn't change the fact that you made my life pain. To answer your question, Bella, the name came from a hot, searing summer day, when I was ridiculing these two like normal. We get it, Duke. And never suit his grace. I'd argue what you two did wouldn't suit anyone's grace. You two were ramming slate wagons for no good reason. Duke, it's hot and there aren't many trains. That doesn't change a thing, Stuart. On this railway, you're expected to act right. What a control freak. Yeah. Oh, hey, Stuart. Look over there.
What, that flatbed over there?
I think we should pay out Duke for stopping our fun. But wait, Falcon. I think those are supposed to go to the... Come on, Stuart. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Are the brakes on? Of course they are, Falcon. I'm not an idiot. The flatbed begins to roll. You are an idiot. What was I supposed to do? I can't actually apply its brakes. Oh no. What the? Oh, sorry, sir. This wasn't meant to happen. What's going on? Duke, what's going on is these moving kettle pots caused damage to my car. I swear these engines are nothing but trouble. They should have never been built. Hey, my boys are hardworking and the reason the town of Peel Garden even has any service. I know they're screw-ups, but I will not have anyone else ridicule them but me and the manager. We'll get your situation handled, but don't ever talk to my boys like that again. Whatever. Later on that night, after being told off by the manager, Sir Handel and I were talking. Well, that was that. And Duke even stuck up for us, even though it was totally our fault. Yeah. Well, man isn't as bad as I thought. He's almost like our dad. Except super old. Grandpa! Well, I just got back from fixing your mistakes, and Grandpa! What? And that's how I was given such an impudent nickname.
Aww, that's such a sweet story.
Well, enough about our history. I don't think we've ever talked about your history, Bella. Duke had just finished his story about the origin of his nickname. Well, enough about our history. I don't think we've ever talked about your history, Bella.
Oh, I guess I haven't really spoken about my past.
Oh yeah, you haven't. What was it like? Where did you work?
Oh, I worked on the East Broad Top Railway with 3 other engines. Oh, what were their names? Chris, Gregory, and... dang. The last engine's name escapes me. I do remember I didn't have much of a history with him. He left after I was only on the railway for 2 months. But I mostly worked with Gregory for a while until a new shunter, Chris, was added to the roster. Gregory always treated Chris like a pupil of some sort. He always wanted to make sure he was doing right, as he'd done with me before. He's an old soul who loved us both deeply. I remember this one time, Chris somehow got a car in the middle of some coaches.
Chris, what's this? It's your afternoon local, Greg. Yes, right, but why is there a rail car in the middle of it? Rail car? You're being ridiculous. Am I? Chris looked back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gregory. I didn't notice. Must have gotten the car on the way to the rest of the coaches. My mistake. It's alright. Just shunt this car away and I'll take the train. Hopefully I'm not late. And I was late. Come on now, Chris. You can't keep messing up like this. This is your 5th time this week. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My mind wanders and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing.
Sometimes my mind does the same. Here, Chris, try this. Anytime you feel your mind start to drift from the task you're supposed to be doing, whistle and try to snap yourself out of it.
I'll try it.
1 week later, the little Christmas-colored engine came to me saying, It worked, I didn't screw up at all this week. And Greg gave me a look of approval as if he was proud. Probably my fondest memory yet. I do kind of miss those two. I wonder how they're doing now. What, I've been here for almost a year now? Wow, time flies.
Indeed it does. And to think, I used to hate you for no other reason than that you were American.
Oh right, so Duke, who was that engine who left a bad taste in your mouth?
Oh, well.
Oh, Smudger!
Wait, how'd you...
Smudger was the name of that engine! I can't believe I forgot about him. I wonder where he went and how he is. Oh, sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you saying?
I'm sorry to interrupt this chat, but Bella, we need to go back to the branch line. Freddy needs help double-heading a train.
Oh, well, goodbye, guys. This was a fun trip down memory lane, but I have to go now.
Yes, it was. Have a good one, Bella.
You too, Peter Sam.
Smudger. Smudger was the engine who was on the mid-Sodor, right?
Yes.
An engine whose wheels were stripped away and turned into a generator. Was he ever recovered?
No, he was not. Duke, you're gonna have to tell her. I know. I just don't know if I'm strong enough to meet that ghost of my past.
Honey, you know that engine I bought from America almost a year ago?
Yes?
She seems to be homesick. I was wondering what I could do for her.
What if you brought one of her friends to work on the railway with her?
That's not a bad idea. I'll call some people now.